So today we're gonna be doing potential Pokemon regions Pokemon should do for Gen 10. If there's leaks out there and I don't know about, and they confirm the region or any leaks about it, I will get pretty mad. But we're gonna be doing about 12 regions, 12 different demographics for sure. We're gonna be having 5 tiers: S tier, the A tier, B tier, C tier, and the D tier. Hopefully I don't have to put, regions in the D tier. But without further ado, let's get right into the video and not waste any more time. Let's start off with India. There's no Pokemon game based on India. The closest we got was basically the first 4 regions. Which basically all of them were Asia. Kanto was in Asia, Johto was Asia, Hoenn was Asia, and then Sinnoh was in Asia as well. Not surprised, Pokemon originates from Japan. Not surprised. But India, we need it. I'd rather have them have a region in India than what they did in the United Kingdom. No offense. Because we already got France. Before that, we had France. And then Gen 9, technically Spain. We have Spain. Spain's in Europe too. So, out of those 3, Gallo, you're the odd one out. And those games, I'm not even coming after the country itself. The games were bad. Compared to Gen 9 and Gen 6, I'd rather not play Gen 8. I'd rather not play Gen 8 again if I had to choose. Get rid of 1, Gen 8. But India, it's pretty densely populated country for sure. One of the most densely populated country in the world. We need it. Pokemon fans, we need it. People that live in India, they need it. Without further ado, I'm going to put them in A. No more talking. I will put them in A. I feel like India will be a strong candidate for being next region for sure. You can't go wrong with India. Next, we're going to do a whole continent. We're going to be doing Africa. North Africa, South Africa, even Madagascar. We're going to be doing Africa as a whole. East Africa, West Africa. I feel like Africa, maybe, there's a lot of countries. So, and it's big too. There got to be some sort of safari event or something. If we're going to do Africa, there got to be some sort of safari event, animals, savannas, a lot of different biomes for sure. You get to like the deserts, or you can get to the highly grasslands. We get to the grasslands. You can even go to the the little islands near Africa too. Pretty big. Will Pokemon ever touch Africa though? Like next generation? Because every 5 years they do a new Pokemon game. So Africa, they could do it. They could just do North Africa. They want more diversity. They should just do Central Africa to North Africa, or even Southern Africa is not that bad either. But overall, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea either. Same thing as India. Not that bad of an idea. Pretty densely populated continent. I'll put Africa also in A. I'm not opposed to putting Africa. If I had to choose which one, I wouldn't even know. You could just do a coin flip. I wouldn't even be mad. Either way, do you choose Africa or you choose India? I wouldn't be mad. If I were to choose a specific country in Africa, I don't know. I will leave it up to y'all. But not that bad of an idea. Next, we're going to be doing South America. Now, I'm surprised South America has not been not a single country there has not been even. I mean, Brazil. They do Brazil. If they do Brazil, I love Pokemon. I'll love Pokemon forever and ever and ever. I don't care what they do after that. They make a Brazil based Pokemon game. I wouldn't care what they do after that. I wouldn't even care. I don't even care if they mess up, or they just do a bunch of scandals, or they just Game Freak just decides to not make any more Pokemon games. I'll be fine. I'll be living life after that. I mean, but besides that, you got Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Uruguay, Peru, Colombia. You got a whole bunch of things going on. Bolivia. I mean, man, there's so much. It's like so much to do there. There's so much to do there. I mean, I've been to Brazil before. So that's why I'm saying all this. And also, a little bit of Brazilians also. Hey, but I'll put an S tier. If they actually do that, if like the Pokemon director or whoever, the person that traveled to New York when they made Unova, if they do the same thing and go to South America and nothing happens to them, hopefully not. That'll be a great region to do. I'll be glazing that entire game. I highly doubt they're gonna do Spain and then they're gonna go to another Spanish speaking continent basically, and they're gonna do there. They're gonna do it there too. I'll be very surprised. And if they do Portugal too after Spain, I'll be very surprised too. I'm like, Portugal, Spain. Hey, they're right next to each other. They're right next to each other. It's Pokemon. They'll probably do something like that. Next, we're gonna be doing Central America. So Mexico, Panama, Belize, Costa Rica. Like they better do something. They better touch Central America too. They're not gonna touch South America, Central America at the minimum. They gotta touch Central America at the minimum. Just nothing crazy, nothing too crazy, nothing that has to do with real world events. Cause people come out to Central America next sometimes. So, to all my Mexican people on there, hopefully you guys are safe. Even everyone else there, honestly, everyone else there. Nicaragua. Hopefully everyone's safe there. But I love the region. I love Central America. I've only been to one country there, but not that bad of a choice either. It's kind of like South America, not that bad of a choice. I'll probably put Central America in A too. I'll put them in A. Not that bad of an idea. A lot of bodies of water. Probably be like Hoenn again. I'll probably just be like another Hoenn, or Johto. Hoenn or another Johto. Not that bad of an idea. Hopefully they had good Pokemon there too. Let's not start with the Pokemon. Hopefully they don't do nothing too crazy. Nothing too stereotypical over there. Hopefully not. Next, we're going to be doing United States 3.0. Because you already know he got Alola. That's in Hawaii. And he got New York. And that's also United States. So, they do the southern part of United States. Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Louisiana. And they even stretch it out to Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi. Those states to Texas even. If they stretch it out to those states too, not that bad of an idea. And they had a little bit of islands. They had the Bahamas or Barbados or something. They have something like that. I wouldn't be too mad. But like again, the United States 3.0. They made 4 regions in Asia already. If they do a third one in United States, that would be crazy. They're just trying to touch every damn part of the United States. What's next? West Coast? I feel like West Coast is more likely to get touched than the south of United States. I'll be very surprised if they touch south before they touch the western coast. Because the western coast, I mean, they did touch Hawaii. What am I talking about? They touched Hawaii. But, yeah, they should just do the south. Why not? But overall, I feel like it's a B. They shouldn't touch the United States again for a minute now. They shouldn't touch the United States for a minute. They do. I don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't touch the United States. But next, we have the Caribbean. The Caribbeans. Whew. Man, oh man, oh man. What can they do there? It'll be another Alola, basically. It'll just be Alola. It'll be Alola, but better, probably. It'll probably be Alola, but better. Got more land. One of the bigger land masses is Cuba and Dominican Republic and Jamaica. So if they have, or in Bahamas kind of too, but if they have a Pokemon game in the Caribbean, holy smokes. Now, the food too. Don't get started with all the food in other regions. They better do the food like they did in the Spain. They better do the same thing. Or even Galar too. They better do the same thing. No, make it traditional. Make it feel like you actually like going into the region. Don't make it feel like it's just they did a little bit of research in the game, a little bit of research in the particular region or country, and then they just plop it in there like, oh yeah, and then we just gotta add the old stuff, you know, the masadas, the cookies. Don't be doing that. Let's add completely new everything. That they do a Gen 5. See, I'm hoping they pull another Gen 5, because they pull another Gen 5, all new Pokemon, no old Pokemon, completely new decks. I love it. The Caribbeans though, I'll give it like the same score as Central America. I'll put them in A. Love the idea. If they ever done that. I'll love that idea. Next, we have the Middle East. See, the Middle East, kind of, I don't. Out of all of these continents and regions, I'll be surprised, very surprised, or in countries that they would touch Middle East next. That'll be the least expected one, the least. If I'm being honest, actually, the least expected one's probably United States again, but you never know with Pokemon. You never know. But the Middle East, I mean, obviously you got Dubai there. Obviously, if they ever integrate a Pokemon game in Middle East, Dubai is probably gonna be there for sure. Yemen, Jordan, Israel, Iraq, Afghanistan, Jordan, Egypt. But if they just add anything in Middle East, just don't make it violent. Please don't make it violent, because I feel like the Pokemon fans will run off with that game. That Pokemon, it wouldn't even be PG-13 no more. It wouldn't be PG-13. It wouldn't be PG-13. It would be bad. And hopefully Pokemon does their research when they ever do a Pokemon game in the Middle East. Hopefully they do their research. You know, keep it friendly, please keep it friendly. But I'll put the Middle East in B too. I'll put it in B, but I'll put it above, you know, United States 3.0. I don't want another game in United States, I'm being honest. So I'll put it in C. Next we have is Canada. Canada, hockey, obviously. You got Vancouver, Ottawa, Calgary, Toronto, Edmonton. I mean, you got a lot. Winnipeg, Vancouver. Did I say Vancouver already? You got a lot of things to go over there. Cold, very cold. Not that much land as people think. Actually, there's land. There's a decent amount of land. It's like land, ice, water. But Canada, I'd rather have that over United States any day of the week. Probably will put it at B as well. Wouldn't be mad if they make another game in North America. Wouldn't be mad if it was in Canada. If it was in Canada, I would not be mad. But if it's United States again, I would be mad. Why? Why would you make another game there? Why? I'm gonna keep saying that. Because Canada deserves it. You know, Canada people kind of tame compared to the United States. They're kind of tame. Love Canada. If you're Canadian, shout out to you. Australia. See, if they ever do Australia, they're gonna add some spiders for sure. Kangaroos. Big insects. Hopefully, you know, they add a Pokemon region in Australia, right? It will be cool. It'll probably be Galar but better. If I had an idea, I'll probably put it in B as well. Not that much to say about Australia, if I'm being honest. Solid place to be. Never heard anything wrong about Australia besides, you know, the spiders, but Australia seems pretty chill. Australians, I love your accent as well. Don't come after me. I love your accent. Southeast Asia, you know, the Philippines, Vietnamese, Cambodian. Am I saying it right? I have no idea. But those countries right there. I would love if they had another game in Asia, but not like, you know, it maybe Korea too. If they had a game in Korea, the Pokemon region, Pokemon games based on Korea, I wouldn't be too mad either. But Southeast Asia, that'll be the 5th game in Asia. Okay. Yeah, India will also be 5 too, but I'd rather have it or United States. I'd rather have it or United States. I don't have any hate to the United States. I'm just saying. But like third game, United States kind of reaching. It's kind of reaching. You ready to Alola? You ready to New York? You ready to Hawaii? You ready to New York? What's next? California? Texas? Yeah, lot to offer. It'll probably be Hoenn and Alola combined. Southeast Asia. It'll probably be Alola and Hoenn combined if I had to make a guess. Actually, no. Alola and Kanto combined. Alola and Kanto combined. A lot of bodies like not like 80% water. It's like Kyogre will thrive there. Thrive. Next, we have Europe. Now they do Europe again. You know, ready to touch France, United Kingdom, Spain, Portugal. Not a bad deal. Like I said earlier, Germany. They do Germany, Italy. You got options. You got options for sure. You got options. Sweden. You got options. Finland, Switzerland, Kuwait, Croatia. You got options. Now, that'll be the fourth game in right. UK. Yeah, that'll be the fourth time they touch Europe. You know the trend now. Are they ever gonna touch Africa? Are they ever touching the Middle East? I have no idea. Or Northern Africa, or Australia. At that point, they're just gonna touch Europe again. But Europe got a lot of offer, a lot of diversity for sure. You know, you traveling. It's like South America. Honestly, I'll put an S. I wouldn't be mad. I'd rather them touch Europe again than touch North America, Canada. No offense. No, North America, Canada. I love a region, Canada, by the way. So I'll put in. Where's Canada? I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. Now. The last one is Antarctica. Honestly, I'll put it in C. What are you gonna do in Antarctica? Have no clue. Why would they do that? Why would they do that to themselves? Why touch Antarctica? Why touch Antarctica? Why? Absolutely why? Unless it's a prehistoric game, you know, like a Hisui or something. If they do something like that again, then I wouldn't be too over the top about it. But like Antarctica, just leave it up to prehistoric. You know, if it's like a prehistoric Pokemon game, Antarctica is perfect. Like if it's like recent now or future, hey, don't even do it. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Honestly. But yeah, we're gonna do a review of the tier list. South American S, Europe an S, A India. Well, actually, Europe will be an A. India will be an S. I honestly really want to see India. I would love to see a Pokemon game in India. I will love it. I'll love it. Pokemon game in India, Bangladesh. I'll love it. You can include two of those countries. I'll love it. In Africa, close S. You can do a lot of things, and you can be very creative there too. Very creative. And you got the Caribbeans there, Central America there, Europe and Canada in A. B, Middle East, Australia, and then you have Southeast Asia in B. And then C, you got Antarctica, and you got United States 3.0, aka south of United States. There's gonna be no D tier. There's absolutely gonna be no D tier. It's not that these are not bad ideas. Even though my least favorite is probably Antarctica, because it doesn't really make sense. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. What would be bad? What would be bad is that they do a Pokemon game in Greenland, Denmark, or something. Like why? It's like Antarctica. Why would you do that? Like the opposite side of the globe. Why? Hey, if they ever go to Antarctica, they're crazy. If they travel there just to say, let's do our research. They'll be lucky if they even see humans. But like, I don't want to say this is not bad. It's not that bad. What do you guys think about it? Let me know if you're from any of these countries, or you've been to these countries before, or continents. But without further ado, have a good day. Peace out, and be safe, guys.